Hey guys, Late Games here, and today we're going to be doing another trading method. It's a really good trading method. I made 35k in about 10 minutes, so honestly worth doing. Basically what we're going to be doing is position modifying, as you can just see a few bits over from bronze pack method, but we were buying because there was an SBC on and it had Denmark players in cam. We were basically buying Denmark players in centre mid because you can get them a lot cheaper. Then we were buying a centre mid to cam position modifier for about 300 coins. I got some of them for 200 coins, I'm not even gonna lie. And then we were putting the centre mids as cabs and then selling them for about 3,800, and I actually brought some of them for about like 300 coins, so with the position modifier for about 300 coins as well, I ended up making about 2.5k profit on some of the cards. So honestly it was same. We also tried looking at Premier League goalkeepers and centre backs and Serie A CDMs and left backs, just because of the positions that the SBC needed. We were doing the Halloween SBC, so be wary that that one's probably expired by the time this video's out. So just look at the SBCs and see what positions are needed, and then do this same technique but on that SBC. Just don't copy the players which I have used in this video, because it just won't work for you. But yeah, so I went out and brought loads of like these players, and I ended up making about like 35,000 coins, just because people were, I don't think people actually look for like the centre mids or CDMs. I also did try the CDMs, but because the CDM to centre mid card is about about 1,300 coins. I think I picked a couple up for quite cheap, but yeah, they're normally like 1,300. That only leaves you for about 300 coins profit, so I wouldn't recommend using that. But as you can see, we were just comparing prices for Premier League. I didn't do any position modifying for them, but I did end up making probably £1,000 for the players combined, just for like a couple players as well. They were quite easy, just because silver left backs, right backs, goalkeepers and centre backs, when SBCs are out they tend to inflate quite a bit, especially left backs and right backs, just because people don't really well, because they're like the key to a puzzle, so like people would normally need them to get the chemistry for their centre mids and centre backs for that green link, which means that they're normally they go from like being 400 coin players to about like 5k. It's actually insane. But as you can see here, we picked up a couple players. It's just me bidding on a couple. I think, as you see, I got some of them for a ridiculous price. I think I got this one for about 250 coins. And then I also had a couple cam cards in my centre mid cam cards in my club, so I didn't have to buy all of them, although I did for a couple of them. And just be wary that they are about 400 coins a piece, so just take that into account when like figuring out how much profit you need to make and like listing. But yeah, honestly this is probably the best trading method I've used this FIFA so far. I didn't see it anywhere before. I just sort of looked at the SBC and just sort of just did it. But yeah, I didn't realise that it was gonna be so profitable. But as you can see, we're just listing them up. I went for 3.8k just because they were all listed for about 4.2k on the market, so I wanted to undercut them. I wanted the quick profit, but I could have probably got about 4k for each one. They would have just taken a bit longer to sell, but I just wanted to get the profit, invest it into the next players, and just carry on going. Just because I tend to go for like smaller but quicker profits than some people hold out just for the extra 100 coins, but I don't really see the point. But yeah, I just literally did it with loads of them. I think I ended up doing it with about 20 players, and got, you know, note that it doesn't have to be actual Denmark players, because the Denmark ones were quite hard to actually like make profit on, because people were bidding so high on them. So I'm gathering it give them a green link in the SBC, which means they can get cheaper cards for the other bits. But I found that I got the best deals with like the Swedish cards, or like the the native cards, just because people didn't really care about them as much. Although towards the end of the method, it did get harder to get players. I don't know why. Maybe somebody released a video on it, or maybe I can't put my finger on it. Maybe people just get more desperate for cards because it just had an hour left. So I'm unsure about that. But I don't think the rewards for them are even that good. So like, you're not making money unless you actually like spend under 7k. So I don't get why people are paying so much for these cards. It beats me, but that's people on FIFA for you, to be fair. But as you can see, we just carried on bidding. Make sure you don't like lose your profit margins. Just check them very carefully, and just carry on like looking at them, like like every time you bid, really, because it is I've done it so many times where you've like been in a session where you just like made like 100k and then you accidentally like lose 10k by accidentally bidding on a player, being stupid. Anyway, I think I'll leave the video there, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. I'll probably do some more trading methods. I was thinking about doing a video on the bronze pack method, but apart from that, I'll see you guys next time.